As he usually does, my next guest does not like being in the cage that long because he's coming off another first-round victory. This time a submission over Erick Gonzalez, UFC Vegas 59 on August 6th. It's Terrance McKinney, T-Rex, back here on the program. Terrance, how are you, man?
Good, man. It's just been an incredible week, man. So it's good to be home.
Yeah, we got a lot to talk about, even though that fight was pretty quick. First and foremost, did you know you were the biggest betting favorite on the card going into the fight? Were you aware of that?
Yeah, I was aware of that.
Yeah,
For some people, that makes them nervous. For me, it made me confident.
Yeah. What does that say though? Like, again, people not, I don't think it was anything on Erick. I think just people really believe in your skill set. You, like we've talked about, I think every interview, you've captivated this huge audience and an MMA fan base. Not a lot of fighters have. What does that say to you where, people are really, willing to put their money out there and make you a -1,000 favorite? Like that's the type of odds that Valentina Shevchenko gets in her title fights.
It's just showing that God's moving out there. Give me favorite to fans, and I think I'm starting to earn their respect, and people starting to know I'm the real deal, and it just feels so surreal, man. And like I said, it keeps getting better and better after each fight.
I know you said you were going to finish him. Did the fight play out exactly like you wanted, or was there anything kind of looking back, you're like, I wish this would have went this way?
I did want to knock him out, but he was holding the block for dear life up like every second, it felt like.
Yeah. And anything about him surprised you in the fight that maybe you weren't expecting? Again, you got the win, but it's always different after the fight.
He hit me with the ghost pepper. I didn't even know he was gonna punch. And I know where he socked me in my nose.
Yeah.
It was a pretty good punch. I wasn't expecting to have a good punch like that, but he smacked me right in the nose. My nose was leaking.
You had a great post after the fight about, obviously showing respect to Erick, because obviously you have a big fan base. He does as well, but I don't think the magnitude of yours. How important is that to have that, I want to say martial arts spirit of just, after the fight, it's over, and have respect for your opponent. How important is that for you?
It's everything to me because we're out here putting our whole mental, not just physical, on the line, because it is tough when you lose and people are talking crap. People don't know the kind of stuff we go through when we step out here, the anxiety to want to win for everyone that made sacrifices for you all camp. Just a lot of emotions go out of there, and for a person to step out there, they got my utmost respect.
How did you celebrate after the win?
Ate good, and then stayed with the team all night. We had a good ass time out there in Vegas, man. Yeah, I missed my flight. But we're able to make it back in time. So
yeah, and speaking of in time, if you can't hear in the background, you have a newborn, so you made it back. Everything kind of worked out, right? I mean, this has got to be one of the best weekends of your life. The last couple of days, I should say.
Yeah, man. What a weekend! And then gave it to God, and the day was healthy. 9 pounds, 1 ounce. Is big old guy, so I know he's gonna be the next champ for sure.
Yeah, I love it, man. That's great. Like, how much was that on your mind in this fight as well? Just again, you're gonna be a dad.
It was everything for me because like I told people, they worry about my cardio, but I was ready to die out there. There's no way I wasn't walking away with this victory for my son.
Did anyone win any money on your fight? I know that would be tough with the odds, but I imagine like the first round prop or the submission prop would have been like decent value. Did you get? I'm sure you got some betting slips, people sending you, hey, thanks for the money.
Yeah, I had some people saying thanks for the ducks, and I had some people mad because I didn't knock them out, saying that I owe them money, and I was like,
what? People actually said that you didn't? It's like, thanks for not knocking them out. Did people actually said that?
You owe me money on my parlay.
Oh, man,
people funny as hell, man.
Yeah, that's crazy. Well, you always deal with that really well. Like even the negativity, you seem to always take that and spin it in a positive way. Is that just just dealing with people a lot? I guess is because a lot of us, when we get a comment like that, we're like, man, what's this? What are they talking about? But you always find the positive.
No, it just makes me laugh, bro. That's some petty stuff I'll do, so I'll just cry laughing.
You had a great call out after the fight, Paddy Pimblett. I just was curious. Since then, have the Baddie fans, been coming after you on social media? I love the call out, by the way.
Sort of, not really, but really, most all the fans are saying that I ought to kill Paddy. That's all I really see in the comments, so they know. But like I said, if I don't get that fight, either Jim Miller or Bobby Green, just because, like I said, it'd be an honor to fight those guys. Just respectful, call out, nothing, no disrespect, man. Just want to test myself as a true martial artist.
Has there been any, follow up since that call out? Like, I don't think Paddy's tweeted anything, or have you heard anything from that side of things as far as if that fight could potentially happen?
I don't think it's gonna happen anytime soon, but like once we're ranked, they invest a lot of money in it, so they're not. We'll probably fight once we both rank, but either way, when it does happen, it's something the fans will never forget.
So you mentioned Jim Miller, you mentioned Bobby Green. I'll throw another name out at you just because he fought recently, and I know he's not coming off a win, but I think it would be just a fun stylistic fight. What about Brad Riddell? Would that be a fight you'd be interested in? I know he's not ranked, but he's also a pretty notable guy, being Israel Adesanya's teammate.
100% would be down for that fight.
Yeah. How would that fight go? Because again, you guys both are throwing caution to the wind. I know he got submitted in his last fight, but I think you guys would probably stand and trade and see who the better striker is.
Yeah, we would. So it's not going the distance though. It's just you guys know how I fight, and I know how he gets down too. So that would actually be a banger fight. I'll be down to do that October, and Abu Dhabi. What's up? If you want to, anyone really. I want to get back either October or November, guaranteed.
Is that the top of the list going to Abu Dhabi, or is there another card you're looking at that you say, because people want to fight on MSG? What would be top of the list?
Madison Square Garden, just full circle again. Just where I started, fought on this card with AZ to ending the year fighting with AZ again would be pretty freaking dope.
If you were to fight Paddy, how would that fight play out? How do you look at that from a style perspective?
I think it'll be exciting as long as it goes, but I see me finding his chin or dropping him with a jab and either TKO on him or submitting him.
Take me through the next little bit here. Are you going to take some time off training, work on being a dad, or what's sort of the plan going forward for the rest of the summer, of what's left of the summer, I should say?
Yeah, just take a little time off, like a week, but I'm going to have to get back straight in the gym, and just keep providing for my son as much as possible, because diapers ain't cheap. So
no, I know.
I got to get back to work. So
yeah, I hear you. I got
a huge baby, so I'm gonna have to buy him some.
Yeah, some big diapers, not the regular ones. Yeah. No, for sure. How are you going to work out the sleep schedule? Like when I did with my firstborn, my wife did the night shift, and then I just did early morning, and then some parts throughout the day. Have you talked about that yet?
No, I haven't got all those details down, but I already know everything's just gonna work out for the better. I trust God, and I know anything that I need done, he's gonna help me get through it.
And just to confirm, you're back in Spokane, right? Because I know originally you're from Illinois, Chicago, right? So I'm sure I don't know where you would want to be right now.
Yeah, I'm back in Spokane. Well, this is where my mom is, but I do plan on visiting Chicago very soon.
Speaking of your mom, I didn't realize she was in that documentary. You posted that on Twitter yesterday, the one with Rachel, forget her last name, but the one who was pretending to be African American.
Yeah, Dalazell, yes.
Yeah,
Dalazell. The documentary on there. Yeah, that's really cool.
That's a crazy just like tidbit, because I'm pretty sure I watched that documentary, but I wouldn't have known that your mother was on there. So that's pretty interesting.
Yeah, she's always doing amazing things. So, and she's always been a big motivator for me. So that's why I never give up.
Any word on the UFC coming to Seattle? So I had Valentina Shevchenko on here recently. By the way, I don't know if you know this, Valentina loves Washington State. She was just there for a vacation doing fishing and all that. I asked her, she's like, we got to make it happen. Any word that you've heard? Because I'm sure you'd like to fight in front of some hometown fans and all that.
Haven't heard yet, but we got to get in the Tacoma Dome. Sean Shelby, Dana, let's make it happen. I know it'll be a sellout thing too, man. And yeah, get Nike on there, get Juliana on there. Let's make history.
Yeah, they should do it up, because they have that new Climate Pledge Arena where the Kraken play. They could do it there, or like where I saw you in person at the Bellator event at the Emerald Queen in Tacoma. Was that not a nice casino? I was blown away by how nice that was.
Oh yeah, that was a nice venue, man. They did a good job setting up in there, and yeah, it was a great show. A lot of finishes on it.
And just tell the people out there, because you've seen me in person now. I'm a lot bigger, right? I'm not some short guy. I'm like almost your size, right? So
yeah, James Lynch is tall, man. He's almost 6 feet.
Average. No, I'm exactly 6 feet, but yeah, I'd say I'm average. But still, people think I'm like a midget, I guess, because I'm behind a camera here. But as you can see,
you do look every time. I was so shook. I was like, what? Yeah, you all slim and tall and stuff. I was like, what the heck?
Did you end up getting better seats, by the way? This was something we were talking about. I was trying to get you in the media area, but it didn't look like Bellator was going to let that happen. So
I know they didn't. But I left after my homie fought.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, it's a bit of a drive there. And just last question: what's the plan for the rest of the week? What are you getting up to?
I just gonna go home and sleep and rest. I like to usually when I come home, I'll just sleep for like 3 days and just eat all the stuff I love to eat. So I'm just looking forward to that.
And making time for interviews, Terrance. Really appreciate it, man. If there's anyone you'd like to thank, sponsors, social media, I'm sure you got to thank God. Who else? Whoever you want to plug, I'll give you the last word here.
I'd like to thank Pablo Alfonso, CJ Phillips, and Dylan Laramie, all my coaches in different parts of my martial arts training. And I just want to thank my whole team for getting behind me and the people at the Fairchild base for watching me during the fight. Um, and just the men and women serving our country right now. Thanks them too as well. And most importantly, shout out to God, man, because he's been blessing me left and right. So I'm just very humble to be here.